Hand of Death, Part 1. Death took me by the hand when I was 5. He reached his bony fingers out and grasped my tiny hand, pulling me into darkness. I was meant to die that day, drowning in that suburban pool, parents too drunk to notice. Death had me. The power from his bones on my flesh melted my skin. It was supposed to be the end. But there was another hand reaching for me that day, one that neither Death nor I was expecting. The hand of my sister, only 7 years old, pulled me out of the water. The adults were screaming, panicking after realizing what was happening. "Oh, my baby," my mother screamed as I coughed up water and my sister patted my back. She sobbed as she did so, and I sobbed with her. We were too young to handle the situation ourselves, but the people who were legally sworn to protect us were incapable of doing so. As my coughing began to settle down and our sobs began to subside, my sister looked down at my hand in horror. "Your hand," she gasped, pointing a shaky finger at it. I quickly looked down to see what she meant and let out a short scream. There, where my right hand used to be full of skin and blood and muscle, was the hand of a skeleton. A hand that looked just like the one Death had grabbed me with. Panicked and scared, I reached towards my sister, desperate for her comfort. She shied away at first, scared of me and what I had become. But after she glanced around and realized she was the only one who could offer me any comfort, she opened her arms wide for me to fall into. "It's going to be okay." I wrapped my arms around her, the sobs returning. It would be okay, as long as I had my sister. Everything would be fine. But something was wrong. At my touch, my sister went limp and silent. I pulled away from her to see what was wrong, but without the support of my arms around her, she fell. I screamed her name over and over again, but she didn't respond. The chaos of the adults worsened behind me. My mother finally ran over and scooped up my sister in her arms. "Why?" she screamed out. "Why is this happening to me?" I looked down at my trembling hands in shock and horror. I did this. Death had come to claim a life that day. I only wish it were mine.